a man does not beat her, that the relationship will not be sweet. So if the man hit her, before you know, they will now enter inside a room. Before you know, they will now Hi guys, what's up? So it's me. You guys have actually been seeing the news that has actually been trending, and I feel the need to also talk about this, be in this picture, because I'm a woman like Osinachi, and I'm a married woman too like her, and I feel the need to talk about this. I see every need to talk about this because it breaks my heart so very much when I saw the news of her death, and I had to go and I read so many news, I watched so many videos, I listened to so many live video, and of course so many interviews where they were interviewing the children of Osinachi. Of course, I know you guys know about this lady, you know, that is a gospel artist, and she has, oh, her voice is so beautiful. Like, we are going to miss you, Mrs. Osinachi. We are going to miss your voice. We're going to miss your ebony beauty. We're going to miss you a whole lot. I personally am a fan of her music. I love her music. I love her song. I love her voice. Her voice is heavenly. Okay, so most times I play her song. When I heard of her death, I cried. And then when I heard the reason why she died, I was so angry. I got so angry because I have some personal experiences, some experiences from people that leads to this kind of things. In the interview that I actually watched, that they were interviewing this woman's children, you know, the children said that that their father actually, you know, tell them that hitting a woman is a normal thing. I'm sure he said that because the children has actually seen him millions, thousands of times hit the mother, and for him to justify himself in the presence of the children is to tell the children that it is a normal thing for you to hit a woman. Now, do you actually imagine how those children would be if they are not talked out of that? Do you imagine how those children will be with their wives? Because the woman has 3 boys and a girl. I'm like, oh my goodness, what has this man done? Like, these children saying that their father has told them that hitting a woman is a normal thing. Oh my goodness, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I am not only annoyed that this woman stayed for the man to beat her to death, I am also annoyed that this man is also poisoning the hearts of his own children because he only just wants to justify his actions by beating his wife, by using his wife as a drum. Oh my goodness. See, I have never ever been in a relationship where a man would hit me. Not. But the very first relationship that I was, that a man lay his hands on me and slapped the living hell out of my cheek, that was the end of the relationship. And then there was other guy. I actually talk about it in my video in this channel like 5 years ago, where this guy was actually, you know, the guy pushed me out of his house, and for that reason that relationship was just the end. Because any man that will start beating you, any man that will slap you would slap you again. Any man that will beat you once will beat you 2 times, will beat you 3 times, will continue beating you because you have subjected yourself and stayed for him to use you as a drum. I would tell you guys, see, if you are in a relationship where a man will beat you, run away, because you would go and see a more better relationship that the man will take you as an egg. Now let me tell you the reason why I feel that our family, Osinachi's family, also contributed to the death of this woman. Because if they had actually advised her and say leave, divorce this man, maybe she wouldn't have died. But on a second thought, maybe they did, and since she's a Christ person, she's like, okay, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better now, uncle, better in the grave. And also I kind of feel that maybe the sister would have, you know, raised alarm, kind of, make this thing public, since this woman is actually a woman that so many people know about already. She would have actually made it public. That is my thought though. But on a second thought, you guys, see, let me tell you one of the reasons why I feel that Nigerian or not just Nigerian, African family are actually one of the main reasons why women are being subjected into a violent marriage, into a toxic marriage. You are in that marriage and the man is beating you, and your mother will tell you, oh, don't worry, be patient, oh, don't worry, he's going to change. I have my sister who just got married was in that kind of relationship. You all know how Keme was in that kind of relationship when she was pregnant, and the man that she called her husband was actually beating the hell out of her, and that was why that relationship ended. Thank God she actually ended that relationship, because I don't know what would have happened. And I personally, I have been in a situation whereby I was actually in a relationship with somebody. Now, because my mom actually likes this person is my tribal person, and my mom likes this person because this person is actually very handsome and all of that, so my mom kind of communicates with this guy. So anytime I kind of tell my mom that this guy, this is how this guy is, or I do not like this guy is just this kind of authoritative person. This guy does not, when he comes to my house and see me working on my laptop, he's this kind of person that I'd be like, okay, why are you always on the laptop? Hey, I'm here now, come and serve me food, come and sit down here, and leave that laptop, and do not work while I'm here. But I'll actually pass that to my own mother, and she'll be like, men will always be men, he's going to change, that kind of thing. So that is the reason why I kind of feel that African family are responsible in a woman staying in a toxic, a violent relationship that might or would, just like Osinachi, lead that person to death. Because this man did not, I'm sure he did not intentionally want to kill this woman. But any man that is so freaking used to beating you as a woman will kill you one day. Because okay, just take for instance what happened to Osinachi is that she had a blood clot, so that actually led her to dying. According to the news that I actually listened to, when he beats the woman, he now used his leg and hit her on the chest. Now, how would she not have a blood clot on her in her chest and die? So that is actually pure murder. That is actually pure deliberate murder. It is not, there is no sugarcoating in this. This is pure murder. Do not be in a relationship where a man will come and be beating you, and your parents or your sisters or your brothers will tell you, and sit down there, he's going to change, and stay there, he's going to change, and he's a man. That is how men behave. There are men who will cherish you, love you, and not lay a finger on you. I am not going to be in a relationship where a man will beat me and I'll say, okay, because he's a man or because he's marriage. Fuck the marriage. I would get out like the next day. Because when he started, oh my goodness, there is no going back. You will continue. And you guys, I've actually been in a group of friends where this lady was saying that if a man does not beat her, that the relationship is not going to be sweet. Now in that situation, do you not see that there are some women who are crazy upstairs? There are some women who are just, is either they are mad or they are crazy or they are illiterate. Because this one is not then say they did not tell me. It is something that I heard directly from this lady's mouth, that if a man does not beat her, that the relationship will not be sweet. So if the man hit her and hit her, before you know, they will not, she will not be like before you know, they will not enter inside room, before you know, they will now you know, this kind of nonsense thing. And I was like, okay, tell me more. I still think that there are still some women like that, my friend, who was actually talking like a stark illiterate. Because she is not an illiterate, but she was talking like a stark illiterate on that day, because I did not actually fancy that. Because if a man start beating you, man, especially in marriage, forget them. I heard also that this that late Mrs. Osinachi had left his husband's house for like 1 year, and the pastor, you know, had to go and talk to her for her to come back and all of that. You see, is it what some of our pastors are doing? Well, I'm looking at the positive and the negative part of this thing. Do you understand? Because I kind of feel that if this woman has actually been telling you that my husband has been beating me at every slightest provocation, I mean, that pastor, if you have foresight, or if you have the spirit of God in you, you should tell this woman, if you're going, go well. If you're running, let your toe touch the back of your head, because such man will not change. Such man will not change. When the pastor actually went to talk to her that she should come back to her marital home. Now she has come back and call. Now she is gone. She is no more. If she was just alone, just staying there, maybe pack some of her children or pack all of her children, take care of herself, you know, she would have still be alive, and I'm very, very sure she would have skyrocketed. She would have been very, very successful in her musical career, more than staying with that her husband. Well, I'm happy that he has been arrested, but I hope he's going to stay in prison and stay there for a very, very long time. Because there's this woman pastor, Pastor Funke, who was actually talking in a live stream, and I actually watched her, and I like that pastor very, very much, and I watched all of the things she was saying. She was making a whole lot of sense. I mean, instead of us dying, instead of us married women dying in a marriage, it is better you become single. Say for instance, you don't manage born 1 or born 2 or born 3 or born 4. You run. If you come out for that kind of toxic marriage, you would progress the more. Number 1, happiness, you would have it. Success, you will have it, because you begin to think, you begin to think a way forward, a way in which you're going to succeed the more, because you are now alone, standing alone, taking care of your children alone. There is nobody for you to be like, okay, they do me like this, they do me like this. So every of your complaint, you're complaining to your Almighty God and to yourself. So that would have actually made that woman even stronger. But she went back because she's a woman of God. You know, she was thinking that, okay, it's going to be better and all of that. And I also saw heard in that interview that most of the time her husband, Osinachi's husband, when they close from church, she would not wait and carry the wife in the car. Now this car, The woman has 2 cars, according to the news that I heard, but this 2 car is driven by just the man. The woman does not even have access to the car, nor have access to the money that she's actually making. What kind of subjection is that? I kind of feel that, you know, I mean we should start opening our eyes. It does not only lies on marriage. You resurrect inside marriage, you die inside marriage. Now here we die, now here we live. We no live that kind live, or we no die that kind life, that kind die. May man come kill us. Let us stand up and open our eyes. Any marriage wey no work, come out, another one go work. Funke, who is an actress, has gotten married like how many times, and now today in court she's happily married with her 2 sons, her twins. She is happily married, but she has divorced. I really do not know the reason why she divorced her previous husbands, but I'm not here to judge her, because now she wear the shoe. Now she know where they pain her for her to divorce again, and go and marry the one that she is with now. Our parents too, you guys, like our parents, our African parents, should also understand that it no end inside marriage. Life no end for marriage. A man that cannot take care of his family, the Bible says it is worse, that man is worse than an infidel. So it is very wrong for you to be with an infidel. Run away from such man. Now uncle, this is our beautiful, talented voice. Now they don't talk, say the man was actually saying in the interview that I read that it was throat cancer that actually killed her, because he don't beat and the woman now no feel bear the beating again. The woman don't go. Now uncle, I just said let me come up here and just say my mind. I got a choke mouth for things like this, so because it concerns me. If I sit down and talk, say you know concern me, what is my own business? It is my business, because this is Africa, this is Nigeria, this is a woman like me, this is a married woman that has children just like me. So I am going to also choke mouth. If I see another one, I will still choke mouth to join. May her gentle, beautiful soul rest in peace. She has left us and she has gone with such beautiful voice. The man that you would cook for, you would do everything for, you would sacrifice so much for, because he's your husband, because you want to be a virtuous wife. Now the same man sent this poor innocent woman to her early grave. Let us use our sense. Now that the woman has died, hey, now if they release her for where, if they mistakenly release that man back 2 weeks, or let's say maybe because a lot of people know about this thing, make I not shout my pikin dey sleep. A lot of people know about this thing. Maybe he go stay like 6 months. After 6 months, that man no go waste time to find another woman. He go find another woman, and so sad. The children are so small. The children needs their mother's care, their mother's love, their mother's attention. Now she don't die because of one yeye man, when I say her husband. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my rants.